What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, November 11th, and we are just having fun figuring out the puzzles. And today's title, let's see, is Crunch Time to Showtime. So my two older kids, they are in a musical, and it is Tech Week, and they're figuring out lighting and cues and transitions and all that stuff. So it's an intensive time for the high school. Their first opening act is their performance, I think, is next. Don't quote me on this. Next Wednesday, maybe it's next Thursday. My youngest daughter is also in a musical. Hers starts tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, it's a lot to do, a lot to think about, a lot of moving parts. But they call it Tech Week. Some kids call it Heck Week. Because they are just putting it all together, and it takes a whole village to put it all together, between feeding the kids and sewing costumes and props and makeup and everything. It is crunch time right now for both plays. Very, very exciting. All right, let's play our connections. I see music notes, foundation, stand, scale, base, rest, range, compass, highlighter, envelope, powder, scope, speech bubble, blush, extent, and holder. All right, so the first thing I saw, I could be wrong, maybe it's a red herring, but I saw foundation, powder, blush, highlighter, maybe base. Oh, but foundation and base go together too. So scale, scope, range, those sound like they go together. Extent. Yeah, those go together. Okay. So I still feel like foundation and blush go together. Powder. And wet. Music notes, rest, music stand, music notes, stand, a holder, a base, I guess a foundation, maybe a rest. Okay, object used for support. I buy that. Okay, a speech bubble. Music notes. I feel like those go together. Envelope and no, not foundation, because that's a makeup one. Highlighter, blush, powder, foundation. Compass? Oh, that's funny. Icons on an iPhone. Compass for Safari. An envelope for mail. Music notes for music. And then a speech bubble for messages. That's clever. I like that. I like that one a lot. Highlighter, blush, powder, and foundation. And those are makeup. And that should have been the easiest one, but I got that last. Hey, we earned a perfect puzzle. That's fun. Nice. All right. The green category we got first, that is the breadth. Your extent, your range, your scale, and your scope. Object used for support. How about a base, a holder, a rest, and a stand? Icons on an iPhone. A compass, an envelope, music notes, and speech bubble. Very clever. And then makeup, blush, foundation, highlighter, and powder. What was the other thing I thought it was? I don't know. I don't know. I have no answers. It worked. It worked. Whatever I did. Okay. All right. Mini crossword. What you got for me? Villain's counterpart. How about hero? California's Governor Newsom. That's Gavin Newsom. Am I spelling it right? Home to Prada and Pasta. Maybe Italy. Shipping company with a purple and orange logo. That's FedEx. And three-pointer in a basketball lingo. That's a bucket. That's a... I don't know. What are they looking for? Hard person to please. A hater. Get around. Oh, to evade. Inside out girl. I would die for Riley. And then today is a gift. I know that one. Hey, 48 seconds. Wow. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, a villain's counterpart, the hero. California Governor Gavin Newsom. Home to Prada and Pasta, Italy. Oh, I'd love some pasta right now. Some like fettuccine Alfredo. Even just fettuccine with butter. Sounds awesome. A little garlic. Sounds amazing. Shipping company with a purple and orange logo, FedEx. Federal Express. Three-pointer in basketball lingo is a tray. Yeah, I've heard that one. Tray. 3. Hard person to please, a hater. Hater's gonna hate. Get around, to evade. Inside out girl. I would die for Riley. That's one of the quotables at my house. Deep black gemstone, onyx. Yeah, and name of a Pokemon too. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Wah wah. That's not why they call it the present. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Yeah. Let's see. We're playing the Wordle. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it. I don't know why that word popped into my head. Point. But it gave us an O and an I. But they're in the wrong place. Could be maybe like blank I, blank O. I was thinking axiom, but the I doesn't go in the middle. What words have an O and an I? Oh, isn't there a loris? Oh, but it can't be L-O. I keep thinking of like a bunch of words that have the O in the second. There's a word, choir. Okay, does not go in the middle. It does not go in the middle. So like something I, something O, something. Or maybe it ends with an O. Like bingo. If I hadn't said N, I could say bingo. Diode, but O doesn't go in the middle. Dimbo. I feel like Dimbo is a word. Okay. Oh, there's an M somewhere. All right. So maybe it's M-I blank blank O. Or it's blank I blank M-O. Like Gizmo. Oh, let's go. Gizmo. We got it in 4 even. I feel like they had Gizmo before. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they do Gizmo one time? That's got to be in the archives. I feel like they did a Gizmo one time. Like maybe 8 months ago. That's old enough in my brain to feel like 7 or 8 months ago. Gizmo. Yeah, I love using that word. Hand me that gizmo there. Point gives us the O and the I. Choir, still no. Dimbo, remind me what dimbo means. I remember it's a word. I don't remember what it means though. I think it's like a British insult. Yeah. Dimbo is a British informal slang term for a foolish or unintelligent person. Dimbo. There you go. See, I wasn't making that up. That's a real thing. Dimbo. And then that gave us the I and the O in the correct place, but then there's an M somewhere. And so I'm like, okay, it starts with an M, like mid something. No, it's not working out. So then I tried, what if it's M-O at the end? And Gizmo just so happened to work there. Cool. All right, well, we got our Strands puzzle going. Let's see how Strands is going to treat us. Just plugging away. Aesop's Animals. Oh, boy. Oh, Aesop's Fables. Is the word fable in there? Oh my gosh, it is. Wait, fable. Oh, maybe fabled. The spangram has got to have fable in it. Aesop's Animals, it's got to be Aesop's Fables, right? But what? There was a hare. A mouse. A crane. Now you're really quizzing me here. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. I forget Aesop's Fables. A tortoise. Wasn't there fox? Now I don't remember. Put me on the spot. Now I don't remember. Fable. Bull, yeah. Tapir. Isn't that an animal? It's a tapir. Tapir. Foal. I keep finding animals, but they're not the ones. A tapir and a foal. Oh my gosh. You're putting me on the spot trying to remember the Aesop's Fables. Fabled pair. There it is. The tortoise and the hare. The mouse. Oh, duh. It's pairs. Mouse and the lion. The wolf. The wolf and the crane? I don't remember. I don't remember Aesop's Fables. Is that terrible? Oh. Okay, wait. The gnat and the bull. Okay. Crane and the fox. The wolf and the crane. It's a fox or a wolf, I guess. Tortoise and the hare. The lion and the mouse. I know that one. I actually have a published book with that one in it. Oh, that's embarrassing that I forgot Aesop's Fables. That makes me want to read them all again. My kids need to read them all again. I mean, there's some real, folksy advice in there that makes a lot of sense. Sadly, a lot of common sense is not common much anymore. So we need to bring back some of that common sense. All right. Well, good. Then letterboxed. Let's see how we do. I see we have to solve in 4 words today. So hopefully this is a good forgiving puzzle that allows us a lot of combinations. I see U, T, and H. P, E, G, N, O, and I, C, R, and M. So we could do CH, we could do PH, I guess. We can't do ING because I and N are on the same side. There's no A, there's no S. Richen? Is it Riken? I don't know. I'm just making up words. Numeric. It's a good word. And Coptic? Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely. I'm looking it up right now. Are you kidding me? Coptic. Coptic language. Last stage of the ancient Egyptian language written with Greek letters. Coptic. Numeric Coptic. I disagree. Compote. And ergo. How come ergo is a word and Coptic is not? I don't know how these things make sense. Ergo. I don't know about that. Yeah. Richen, or I think it's Riken. R-I-C-H-E-N. Oh, to richen. To
Richen.
Richen. Doesn't Riken sound like a word too? Like lichen or something? Richen. And then N for numeric. C for compote, right? You make up like a jelly, almost like a cooked berries as a jelly to put on top of something, a compote. And then ergo. How'd they solve it yesterday? Jiu-jitsu and underbody. Wow. That is not at all what I did. Jiu-jitsu and underbody. Okay. Well, we're going to recap all our answers. If you like what you see so far, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. And I'll come up in your feed like a podcast. And I can just, sometimes we'll do the puzzles together. Sometimes it's a quiet chat like today. But whatever we do, we make it fun. So I hope you enjoy. Let's recap our answers. We started with the connections puzzle. We moved on to the mini crossword, the Wordle, the Strands, the letterboxed. Let's just play. Let's do it. Let's see. Breadth, the extent, the range, the scale, and the scope. Objects used for support. How about a base, a holder, a rest, and a stand? The trickiest one, the purple, icons on an iPhone, the compass, the envelope, the music notes, and a speech bubble. I thought maybe music notes was going to go with a stand, like a music stand, a scale. You play a scale. And then, I don't know. What else? A highlighter to mark your music, whatever. And then the yellow category. Maybe should have been the most obvious one, but it wasn't, to me at least. Blush, foundation, highlighter, and powder all make makeup. And each one of my kids needs makeup for their stage presentation. Even my son, right? He's on stage. He's going to need stage makeup, boys' stage makeup. It's definitely a different experience to put makeup on. I was on stage, right? When I was in high school, I put stage makeup on because I was in multiple. We were in, Fiddler on the Roof. It was a blast. It was so fun. But you kind of rise to the occasion and make something awesome. So yeah, that's what my kids are doing right now. Today is the very last rehearsal for the play, for my daughter's elementary play. And then before you know it, it's going to be my high schooler's play. It's crazy. Yeah. The villain's counterpart is the hero. California Governor Gavin Newsom. Home to Prada and Pasta, Italy, Italia. Shipping company with a purple and orange logo, that is FedEx. Federal Express. I think they're really trying to distance themselves from that idea of being federal something. FedEx. Let's see. 3-pointer in basketball lingo, a tray. Trui. Hard person to please, they're a hater. Hater's gonna hate. To get around, evade. Inside out girl, Riley. Deep black gemstone, onyx. And today is a gift, that's why it's called the present. Classic cliche, you've heard that one before, I'm sure. Okay, the Wordle we did in 4, kind of a silly word today, gizmo. But I started with point, which gave us an O and an I. I tried choir to see if it went in a different place. It did not go in that place. And then I tried dimbo, and I remember playing that in the past going, that's a word, huh? Dimbo instead of Dumbo, I guess. But that told us that the I and the O go in a certain place. I tried MI words, couldn't come up with anything. I just said maybe it's, it's blank blank MO at the end. And that's exactly what it was. Gizmo. That is actually a word that I use, maybe not on a daily basis, but I frequently use the word gizmo. Hand me that gizmo there. My brother-in-law says unit. That's what bring that unit over. I'll say gizmo, sure. Aesop's Fables. I'm a little embarrassed that I don't remember a lot of Aesop's Fables. I need to sort of revisit these. There's the tortoise and the hare, the mouse and the lion, the gnat and the bull, and then the fox or the wolf and the crane. Yeah, and those are fabled pairs. Fabled pairs. All right, and then for letterbox, we did this one in short time. We had to do it in 4, so we did it in 4. Sometimes you get it in way less. Sometimes you get it in way more. That it worked the way it worked. Richen, right? To make richer, richen. In the end, led to numeric. C for compote, right? Mix up berries into a syrup, and E for ergo. Ergo. Nice. Awesome. Well, you guys are great. If you like what you see today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing. A little shorter video today, but, you know, maybe it's time to just do other things. Maybe my middle daughter, who is not in a play, by the way, I'll give her a shout out because she's doing some awesome things, even though she's not, you know, on stage. That's totally fine. She's doing some great things. She's learning, she's learning Japanese. She's like finding other things, very productive things to do with her time rather than being on stage. It's pretty neat. Anyway, you guys are great. Thanks for a great stream, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.